Thank you. Pradeep sir, we'd like to start with the welcome address.
Yeah, good morning, and welcome to the 6th edition of Startup Masterclass. So we're very happy to have all of you here, and it's an excellent day for us to interact and build on something which we started almost 2 years back. The way we started was being part of the Alumni Association, IIT Kanpur. We believe that in order to involve more and more of our own alumni, and because number of people straight away from the college started going and starting their own companies, we started Startup Masterclass. And with time, we realized that it's not only IIT Kanpur alumni, we need to involve others, and others are the stakeholders important as your co-founder, as probably a mentor, or an investor. So with this, we sort of expanded the base to all the IITs and also outside. And in fact, this has led to development of a framework which we believe that could be sustainable and help all the people who are in front of me right now. In order to have this, it is important that we have interaction where we understand you and you understand us in order to build something which will eventually start giving better results out of the startups that we create and the entrepreneurs who are among us. So if you really look at the way we have gone so far, we started with really large name speakers at some point in time, almost 2.5 years back. And then we looked at the entrepreneurs who are in different stages in their life cycle of growth. At each stage, some of us would identify ourselves with them. At the same time, we look at the entrepreneurs who could support the others and then build about a momentum which is required. As we do this at an individual level, we could do at best as a mentor and an entrepreneur, but then we look at what are the other organizations that could help us build this. So just to trace the type of format that we have evolved in the last few years that we have led this Startup Masterclass. So we have one-on-one where the startups are able to interact with the mentors, and which we didn't realize had the maximum demand. So there were, in the first one itself, almost 120 one-on-ones, which led to 250 in the next one, and almost 350 one-on-ones happening, because the youngsters and people who are keen to start are really looking at people who they could meet, understand, and then get into things what they really want to do. This being so popular, so that has become part of our event. The next has been the main stage. And in the main stage, we try to see that what are the key expectations from all of the people who are part of us, and then look at how we formalize it. So this time, we have brought a little more, you can say, a diversity in that. So within the main stage, we have this time the speakers from the government. And when we say government, it could be a central government and the state government. So we said, let's have both of them. So there are a number of initiatives from the central government. And the question that we in a small forum asked that who all are really utilizing those central initiatives, and the answer was not so encouraging. Which means while there are initiatives going on at our ground level, we have probably not realized the benefits of them. So here today, it's one of our objectives as well, to see how we could really leverage what is being offered at the central level. Similarly, at the state level, there are a number of initiatives, and you would see in the newspapers also, initiatives taken by the government of Karnataka and IT, BT ministry. And once again, the question is whether we are really getting a benefit out of them, or within the ecosystem we are integrated. So we have got okay from government of Karnataka as well to see that how we should build a sort of synergy between SMC and the Alumni Association of IITs, and this means all IITs, to see how we could leverage what government has to give and how they could leverage what strength and capability that we have. So having said this, the other type of programs during the day we try to bring the really exciting entrepreneurs that we have, and they give their own story. Subsequent to that, we have certain panels, and this time we are bringing two panels, one which would be the next big thing, and the other one is on AI. And you would see that the total interest has gone quite high in these areas. The other panel that we this time brought first time was bringing the corporates. And as we see, number of corporates have shown interest is very high. And they really want to come into the startup space. So corporates from their own side have been trying in different ways. And one of them to establish their own incubator or the accelerator. So we have them here this time, today. Always, when we talk about startup, we can't think of VCs and angel investors, and so they are always there. So they've been there from day one, and they are here this time. Whole idea is that we don't just meet during this event, but how we can continue to build on the relationship that we start today. So we hope that you will be able to meet many of the VCs or angel investors or the accelerators are here. And you should be able to leverage their presence and carry on. And similarly, from the other side, we expect the people from VC and investors to see how they could support these startups. Last but not the least, within the main stage is our SMC Select. So we now don't use the word Shark Tank because it's sort of not proprietary for us to use. It's already a trademark for somebody else. So we call it here SMC Startup Select. And out of 40 plus startups that applied out here, we would get to listen to 10. And out of those 40, I'm sure almost all 40s could be the winners. We don't know. So while these 10 are here, plus 30 more, and plus other entrepreneurs who are here, we will have almost 50 to 60 entrepreneurs that we will be sharing with our VC community and angels who are here to see how they could build on the relationship that we start today. Now, the next part of our leg or part of format of the day is also the workshops. So workshops are organized in the other hall. And while we have the bigger guys like IBM and Oracle who are doing the workshops, we also have our own people organizing specific workshops supporting these startups. And we have bulletproofing the startup from Ravi Chalu. I can see him here. So we have that, plus we have something on IP and patent and see how we could monetize. There are certain elements that we look at building the open innovation culture. And I see a lot of openness, not only from the corporates now, but also from the institutes. And when I say institute, it is both management and engineering institutes, while they are trying to reach out to corporate and see how they could really be part of the new things which are happening. So as a preparation to this event, we've had some meetings with the institutes and also the students. So within IIT Kanpur, if I may say, so we have the E-Cell and those members are here from IIT Kanpur. Where are they sitting? Yeah, they're sitting there. So we have people from E-Cell, we have professors joining us. We're looking at the incubation center within the institute and then see how they could contribute to the alumni and to the corporates that would be interested in reaching out to them. So having said this, I think we have a stage today with a number of strong people who are sitting in front of me. And I would, with this, thank you all for joining us to have a really interesting day with you. I would invite Vardu to say a few words from IIT Kharagpur. He's the president here.
Friends, it's an honor for me to welcome all of you on behalf of the IIT, the other half of this partnership, or other part of this partnership of IIT Kanpur alumni and the IIT Kharagpur alumni. It's been an honor for us to be associated with the IIT Kanpur Alumni Association in creating this event, which is a fantastic confluence of all the resources that can help a startup to progress much faster than what we could do when we did a startup, 30, 40 years ago. We didn't have events like this. We didn't have conferences like this. So for all of you, it's a fantastic opportunity of using this to learn, to contribute, and to create substantial value in your startup. Get a lot of experience without actually having to go through it. With the kind of resources that we have over here, the mentors, the angel funding organizations, the government, central and state, and a lot of other startups who themselves are going to share experiences with you. I welcome you all and invite you to experience, contribute, learn, and also to enjoy yourselves for the whole day in all the different events that are laid out for you today. Thank you very much.